Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, February 28th, 2023. I'm out in the heart of the Mount Rogers National Recreation Area. I'm going to do a 2-day backpacking loop. I'm going to go across what's known as Seng Mountain. That's S-E-N-G, Seng Mountain. I'll be utilizing, 7 or 8 different trails, one of which will be the Appalachian Trail, and I'll be on it for about 2 miles today. Anyway, y'all come along with me and let's get going. In order to connect to one of my trails, I have to go through Hurricane Campground, which won't open up for about another 6 weeks, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna get on the Hurricane Knob Trail, which is right here. Also wanted to bring something up. I believe it was not last video, but maybe 2 videos ago. Yeah, where I was hiking on my wedding anniversary, Valentine's Day, and I was given an inventory, if you will, of, my wife and I have been married 41 years, had 5 kids, 7 grandkids, and at that time, my granddaughter, Alyssa, whom I nicknamed Tater when she was real little because she really loved mashed potatoes. But anyway, she was just days away from giving birth. Well, this being the 28th, she gave birth to an 8-pound, 4-ounce bouncing baby boy just 5 days ago on February 23rd. My first great-grandchild. Still don't know how I can do that, only being 29. Well, I'm almost 30 now, so, but still yet that's pretty young. So, wanted to share a story with you. She named him Zayden, Z-A-Y-D-E-N. I don't know where she came up with that, but it's kind of grown on me. And he has 2 middle names. So his full name is Zayden Alexander Von Hayes. So about 3 months ago, I guess it was, something like that, had a dream. I don't know about the rest of you, but very seldom do I have a dream that remotely makes any sense. But anyway, in this dream, the dream was I was at the hospital. It was just Tater and me there, no other relatives, just her and me. And then next scene, a nurse is bringing out the baby. We were looking at him and oohing and ahhing and all that. And then one of the nurses says, well, you can't leave with him until you give him a middle name. And I said, Tater, haven't you even thought of a middle name for him yet? She said, no. I said, well, they're not going to let us leave until we name him, so you mind if I give it a whirl? She said, sure. Don't know where I came up from it with it, but anyway, I just looked at her and I said, how about Alexander? She thought for a second. She says, sure, that works for me. Well, that was the end of the dream. Next day I told my daughter, which is her mother, about the dream. And I said, pass that along to Tater. Well, she did. They both laughed. Didn't think any more about it. So, the baby was born on the 23rd. But I didn't get to hold him or anything until the 24th. So it was on the 24th, and after a while, you know, I up and asked, I said, well, what's his middle name? She said, Vaughn. I said, Vaughn. I said, that's pretty nice. She said, but he also has another middle name. I said, really? You gave him two? I said, yeah. I said, what is it? She said, Alexander. And I could feel the tears welling up in my eyes, because that just absolutely, let's just say I was real touched by that. So I had part in naming my first great-grandchild through a dream. Might sound corny to the rest of you, but there's my story. I gotta eventually climb that ridge up there. I don't know if you recall, you can see that rapid right down there. I was down there pointing up here. Well, I'm up here. And that was a heck of a climb with a full pack on. This old man's out of breath. Anyway, down there is a second bridge I crossed. I think I still got one more of those when I come back down the other side, but just wanted to show you, give you some perspective. That's a pretty good drop right there. All right, I made it to camp. Brought the El Cheapo $25 Maxim camo tent. It's cheap. Been using it for 7 or 8 years. It's still held together. Well, it's almost 6:30, which means it's almost dark. I'll be turning in here pretty soon. I did 5.5 miles today. Looks like between 7 and 8 tomorrow. This is also a backpack / work trip. I gotta get up at midnight, hike out to the car, drive about an hour away, start running my route. That'll take me between 4 and 5 hours, and then another hour back here. Try to get 2 or 3 hours of sleep once I get back, then get up, pack up, and complete the loop. I'm about almost 5 miles off the main road up Hurricane Road, which is Forestry Service Road number 84. So I'm way out here in the boonies. Didn't see a soul today on the first half, but I did it in reverse too. I was going to do in the intro I mentioned I was going to do the section with the AT for, today, but I'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, one last thing before I turn in. And it don't get no better than that. Okay, I'm on the Appalachian Trail, and down through there is the Virginia Highlands Horse Trail. Over there is Seng Mountain, S-E-N-G. I camped right down in there somewhere in this little gorge between the two mountains here. Still a little bit of a breeze, but it's supposed to hit close to, I think, 72 today. So what's the old adage about March? Today being March the 1st. If it comes in like a lion, it's out like a lamb, and vice versa. Well, it came in like a lamb, so if there's any truth to that, it's going to go out like a roaring lion. Just as long as it goes out. I don't care which way it goes. I'm going to go out here and show you. Once again, this is one of those woodsy hikes. Not a lot of views. I'm going to try to make it to Comer's Creek waterfalls though, because it has rained quite a bit in the last few days, so they should be flowing pretty good. I know all the AT hikers have to take the high water trail because the footbridge is out. So, and I saw one of those yesterday, so it tells me that that they should be flowing pretty good. Can you look up the ridge here? As far as you can see, all those mossy rocks. Mossy rocks all the way up there to the top. All the way down through there too. All right, everybody, I'm almost back to the car. Man, had 2 gorgeous days for hiking. Today it had to be close to 75, but wound up doing around 11.5 miles total. As always, thanks for coming along with me. There's another one in the books, and until next time.